Today we're going to be covering a insurance claim database example. This is going to be a bit of a unique one because we've actually worked with a few clients in the insurance space, including a specialty like hotel insurance company, a kind of safety team within a forestry company. So if you imagine like forestry company where people are going to the forest to cut down trees, sometimes people will cut off a finger, or maybe just something happens from a personal injury perspective that the company then needs to go to their insurance and apply for compensation for the employee. So there's a lot of information to track. And then the third example I'll give is with an auto insurance company where there are lots of different types of claimants, other insurance companies who are trying to take this auto insurance company to court, or maybe it's just the towing companies that will unfairly charge the insurance company after a vehicle has been towed. So there's lots of different in-house use cases as well as insurance brokerage and company use cases for a insurance claim database inside of Airtable. There's going to be a couple of things I'm going to be covering here. One is the back end of the base with the different tables of information, as well as the interfaces, kind of what the team might be navigating through or what the executives might be looking at on a day-to-day. So usually the builders are in this backend, but I think it's still valuable to walk through how we've set this up and what some of the connections are. Just before I start, my name once again is Cherry Young, and I am the founder and CEO of Claribase. We help our clients with lots of different types of Airtable databases. So if at some point during the demo or afterwards you want to reach out to us for help, you can reach me at cherry@claribase.com or visit our website at claribase.com. Okay, so starting with the back end, we have the customer policies. This is really what people have purchased. In this particular example, we've got a ton of different policy types. I mean, most often our clients are offering one type of insurance, maybe a few different areas of coverage within that specific type of insurance, but you can certainly also include lots of different information around the different policy types if that's what you offer. There are also claims. So as people buy policies, maybe you've got a small percentage of people who actually make claims, and you can capture the claims in here for your legal team to work through. Over here, maybe a legal team or a reviewer to work through. So over here, we've also got the policy types that we looked at earlier. We have the customers who have purchased the insurance. All of these are fake names, and fake phone numbers and fake information, so it's all good. We also got the team internally, again, all fake information, who might be working through the cases, and then we also have case updates. So I will go through the interfaces here. Oh, actually, before that, I just want to explain a couple of relationships within this database. So we have the policyholder who might be holding one or multiple policies. So maybe they'll have the same policy year over year, especially if it's home insurance. They might cover themselves in 2025, in 2026, in 2027 with the same insurance company. So you can definitely split up the policies into years, and even like John Smith might have purchased home insurance and travel insurance. So they might actually have the same person buy different types of insurance as well. And some of these are auto-renewed, so you can capture that information the way you like. And then even within the claims are always going to be tied to a policy, and that policy has most likely a year to it. And then we also have case updates, which are tied to the claim. So each claim can have multiple case updates as the adjuster or the legal team works through that case. So there's going to be lots of notes that are taken within the case. Oh, and even if I look at the back end, I can look at all of the different case updates. This one just has one. But let's take a look at the water damage one. You can see there's actually 3 case updates. Okay, let me go over to the interface. We've got this leadership overview. So this might be good if your leadership is trying to look at how many claims we have, what status are they. You can also create dashboards based on the policies you've sold, like compare the number of policies sold to the number of claims that have arose during the year or during whatever time frame you're interested in. And then we can also look at this pivot table, which I really like because I can look at who is the legal team personnel working on the various cases, and what status are they all in. So here, this is really helpful because if we have two cases that are pending review for Emily, we can actually open them up and then look at both cases and look at any information associated with them. All of the insurance clients that we've had have hundreds of fields that are tied to a case. So this is a very much a oversimplification of what's actually in a client project, because there's a lot of information, a lot of documents, a lot of images, a lot of notes back and forth that we're keeping or setting up so that our clients can keep track of. But this is definitely a really helpful way to be able to drill down deeper into the data, get each case, look at the kind of policy they have, look at the policy itself, when it started, when it's expiring. So you can really go quite a few levels deep inside of Airtable and just click through the things that a person might have questions about. Okay, so next up is the claims manager. So maybe they're an adjuster, maybe this is like the legal review manager. There's going to be lots of different roles within an insurance company. So we'll kind of look at we essentially just build the interfaces for those roles and make sure we're showing the right information. So as anyone just lands on here, they can look at the claims that they are responsible for personally. So that's always a really nice thing. If you want to look at any information, again, you can click this open. If you want to add a case update, you can click this update button and very quickly be able to type in your update. Over here, these are just some key pieces of information that we've laid out at the top. And once again, the list view is also really helpful because you can really collapse different sections to see what cases might be in each bucket, which is also just a really nice user experience. And then lastly, we also have forms where people can submit the new claims. Let's say if your claim intake team is on the phone, they can use a form to actually type in all the intake information related to that claim. And again, that's very helpful as well. We also have lots of additional functionality that we can build into a system like this. For example, a subclaimants, like if the accident or issue or injury involved multiple people, capturing all the people involved, capturing healthcare providers, capturing key dates if something goes to court. There's lots of different kind of follow-on features that we can build inside of Airtable, and that's what's so great about it for insurance use cases, because it can be so customizable and so flexible. So that's it for my demo here. If anyone has any questions, please feel welcome to reach out. Once again, my name is Cherry Young, and you can find our team at claribase.com. Thank you.